Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jonna. This is Jonna OMG. Today I will be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 episode 5, Drama for Your Mama. So let's go ahead and get right on into this review. We start this episode off, we're back at Birmingham. Remember, the ladies are all upset at Kenya, child. They beating on the door, kicking on the door, i.e. Marlo. Doing all the shenanigans, honey. And I'm confused on why they're so upset, why Marlo is so upset. I really think Marlo is just trying to rile the girls up, honestly, because granted, there are things that Kenya could have done better. She's not being the best host, but for them to be that level of upset where they kicking the door, I'm just like, okay, it didn't warrant all that to me. But anyway, so Marlo and Mayetta get into it, and I really don't even know what about, honestly, but Marlo tried to close that door in Mayetta's face. Later on, she tried to deny it, but I'm like, girl, we got footage. Anyway, so to me, that's fighting words. You try to slam a door in my face, and she was right behind that girl too. Those are fighting words, and I can't even fight. So, and here Courtney goes, all in her confessional. I do not think that Marlo intentionally slammed that door in her face. Girl, you don't know Marlo. Like, why are you easily defending her? Like, you just got here. Like, you have not been shooting with us in the gym. We know her better than you at this point. Anyway, so Mayetta calls Kenya, and basically Kenya just tell them girls, like, if y'all are not my real friends, y'all can just go on home. So she told Sonya, don't worry about coming back. Remember, Sonya was gonna drive to Atlanta, then come back to Birmingham in time for the game, and of course Kenya's performance, which they didn't know about. But anyway, so Sonya was like, say less, like, I'm gone. She ain't coming back. She packed up her things and she was out of there. Now, Kenya is my girl. I'm gonna go head out and say it. But I do think that she could have been a better host. Like, okay, they just had got kicked out of the party. I think Kenya should have came up with a plan B. Like, she just should have had another option or a party to go to or something else for the ladies to do, since they just got kicked out of this charity event. I mean, they really could have just did a nightcap in somebody's room, grabbed some wine, champagne, like something, you know, for them to do. And then she just went back to her room. You know, granted, I know she had a daughter, and granted, I don't know how early she had to be up for the game, but she should have probably stayed with the ladies just for a little while longer, just to kiki, since they had to leave the party early, you know. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. So, you know, they were still up in a little uproar. Marlo ended up texting Kenya, telling her she needs help and she's a rude B word. And I'm like, girl, like, though Kenya could have done some things differently as being the host, it just, to me, the anger that they have toward her is so unwarranted. It's not that serious to me. So Sonya, like I said, Sonya's gone at this point. And y'all, honestly, Sonya she doesn't bring much to the show for me. I don't dislike her. I just really don't notice her in group settings. Like, she left, and when it went back into their normal regular business, I didn't even notice that Sonya was missing at this point. She has to have a bigger presence, I think, in this group of ladies, which is hard to do, I'm sure. So we move on to Drew, and she's leaving the hospital due to the flu. She says she's been in dance rehearsals, and I'm like, for what? For what, sis? But then I forgot that she did have, or she was going to have a video shoot for her single, but I'm like, it was a little slow jam, so I guess she's doing some little sexy moves or something. I don't know what the girl doing, but I'm like, can Drew even dance? Child, we're gonna find out, surely. So Candy and Todd are discussing the movie. It's called The Pass. So it's basically about a couple that gives each other like a pass to sleep with somebody else. The story of their lives, I guess. Allegedly. So they were talking about Mama Joyce and how it's affecting Todd and how it can affect the kids one day, because I mean, the internet does exist. Like, the younger kids, Blaze and Ace, they're gonna see it one day. They're gonna see their grandma talking badly about their father. Like, it's not a good look, Mama Joyce. And it's old. It's old and tired at this point. Like, girl, move on about something else to talk about. Anyway, so we're back in Birmingham, and the ladies are getting ready for the game. Marlo is calling her life coach, and I'm like, is the life coach a therapist? Like, I'm wondering why Marlo went the route of a life coach rather than just getting like a family therapist, because I don't know, I feel like the therapist, not saying that the life coaches are bad, like, I'm not down in that profession. I'm just curious on her rationale. Why wouldn't she go with a family therapist, given some of the trauma that the boys her nephews have been through at this point? Just curious. So as they're getting ready, y'all, Kenya ended up calling 911. She said she isn't feeling well. She's feeling numb. She having trouble breathing, all of the above. And we found out that she actually had COVID maybe like a couple weeks ago. So it may be some delaying effects on her body. And then Sheree gonna come in and tell my son, Kenya, are you all right? Girl, no, she not all right. I don't like when people ask little silly questions like that. Like, obviously, you see the stretcher, right? You see the EMTs in her room. No, she not all right, girl. What? That was so silly. But I guess she just don't know what else to say in that moment anyway. So, Sheree fills in the other ladies about what's going on with Kenya. Mayetta breaks down. She was just like seeing Kenya on FaceTime. I guess it triggered something in her because she lost her mom not too long ago. So she's a breakdown, and the girls are rallying around her. So Marlo actually says a prayer for Kenya. I was like, that's really big of Marlo. Okay, good, girl. Step in the right direction. It was nice. Nice gesture. So anyway, so I guess, Marlo wanted to extend the olive branch to Mayetta. So she tried to get her a hug. Mayetta's like, Hey, hold on, girl. We still got some stuff to talk about. I know this is a nice little kumbaya moment, but wait a minute now. 1 second. So, child, Marlo tried to lie about slamming that door in that girl's face, but I'm just like, girl, we have footage. I don't know why on these reality TV shows y'all try to lie like the cameras are not there. Like, girl, we got the footage. Marlo clearly took that door and slammed it behind her. Mayetta was right behind her. Like, girl, you did it on purpose. They was like, yeah, that door is really heavy. It's really heavy. Girl, it ain't that heavy. Okay, she slammed it. She grabbed the door and pushed it back hard. So stop it. So at this point, the performance is not happening. So the girls are, packing up, getting ready to go back to Atlanta. Mayetta ended up showing the girls the little dance routine that Kenya was going to do at the halftime performance. I mean, she showed them the whole little thing. I'm like, okay, girl, just say you wanted to dance right now, Mayetta. Just say you wanted to do the full routine. Like, girl. So anyway, it really sucks that Kenya wasn't going to be able to perform. I thought it probably would have been really cute. The Kenya Moore hair care with the band. Oh, I could see it now. I know it was going to be real cute. Anyway, so here come Courtney. Y'all know how I feel about Courtney at this point. I'm side-eyeing everything Courtney is doing. So here she go, trying to be peacemaker, talking to Sheree if there's a chance for her and Drew to get on one accord. And child, I forgot that Drew and Sheree even had beef, like, at all. I can't even remember that little beef from last season, but Sheree is upset because Drew said something about Sheree taking all the She by Sheree products back that she was trying to get him at the reunion. And I'm like, basically, Sheree, you mad if she talking about She by Sheree, but child, we all talking about She by Sheree. Even me. Even me. So Sheree ends up visiting Kenya. They're back in Atlanta now. So Kenya apparently had the flu. I'm like, there's something going around. So, but like I said, she had recovered from COVID maybe a couple weeks, and now she has the flu. So Kenya was really sad about not performing, which I was kind of sad for her. Honestly, it would have been really nice to showcase, her business, her brand. So they talk about Sheree's fibroid issues, and Kenya mentioned that she has had 3 surgeries for her fibroids. So I was like, oh, okay. So Sheree wants to try this natural way. She found some lady on the internet, I don't know, that could possibly shrink the fibroids. And I don't know the science behind that, but I'm sure it's possible for sure. Because she really don't want to go without sex. I'm like, child, it's 6 weeks. Like, that's it, girl. You can't take 6 weeks. I'm like, I wonder why you can't last 6 weeks. You think Martell gonna be, ooh, better not say that. Better not say that. I'm gonna keep it to myself. Martell. Side note, y'all, Brooklyn is so cute. Kenya's daughter, Brooklyn, she was showing them her little karate moves. Hey, y'all, I was like, look at her, her little cute self. Okay, so anyway, Candy is meeting up with her mom, child. Ooh, I was like this the whole time. Like, ooh, don't stress me out, Mama Joyce. Hopefully, to talk about that issue with Todd, well, talk about her issue with Todd. So Mama Joyce said that Todd, so Mama Joyce said that Todd needs to lighten up. Like, lady, no, you're just of this generation that think that they can say and do whatever, and everyone is just supposed to be okay with it. And we're not there anymore, Mama Joyce. Like, you cannot constantly berate this man on national TV and expect him to be okay with it. It just don't work like that no more. And I feel like she was trying her hardest to not understand where Candy was coming from. Like, she just want to be right. She just want to be right, and she want to have the last word at the end of the day. Y'all know the type. Finally, Candy just tells Mama Joyce, like, you need to stop. Like, this is my man. We have been married for 9 years now. Like, it's almost gonna be a decade. Like, you still on this same soapbox? Like, get off of it. Mama Joyce said that Todd used to be very humble before they got married, and now he's like George Jefferson, like he moving on up. And I was like, lady, you need to stop. You didn't even like Todd before they got married. So how you gonna say the man was humble? You didn't even like him then. So you really ain't got no leg to stand on now. Like, she did agree to counseling. Candy brought up that they should go see a counselor. She did agree to it. So they all need to heal. But child, Mama Joyce, she appeal. And she know it. That's the thing. She know it. So Kenya's meeting up with Sheree and Drew. They're going to do like a vitamin drip, since they've all been sick in some fashion. So I think Kenya's really trying to mend the friendship between Sheree and Drew, even though they really didn't have a friendship to begin with, honestly. She's trying to mend it. So Drew clears it up. So I guess they're cool now. We'll see. She was like, oh, I did that interview long before me and you had talked and cleared things up. Blah, 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 blah. The interview where she was talking about She by Sheree. So I guess they're moving forward. So that's all we can hope for, I guess. But child, next week, oh, my head hurt already. Next week is gonna be crazy. Candy on one end and Marlo on the other. They finna be bop, bop, bop. I don't think actually physical fighting, but jabbing. Jabbing at least. So that was the end of episode 5. Make sure you tune in next week for my review on 6. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and let's chat in the comments.